Technology is an integral part of modern day life. We can barely survive without the internet nowadays. But although the internet offers speed, accuracy, and unlimited quantities of information, it doesn't always offer fulfillment, opportunity, or happiness to all who use it. And that is because we're transitioning from the information age into a new one, the communication age. For years, entertainment content delivered in one direction was the norm. Take movie theaters, TV, radio, magazines, for example. But for the last half a decade or so, most media includes a two-way communication, allowing feedback, comments, questions to become more commonplace within this world. On this episode, I'm going to introduce you to Valiant Eagle, a company who are already immersed in this new communication age and one who are looking to improve consumer satisfaction.
Welcome to America's Next Investment, a new era of investing.
Welcome to America's Next Investment. I'm Louise Houghton, and in this episode, we feature Valiant Eagle Inc. Valiant Eagle Inc. is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and on social media. Over the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn all about Valiant Eagle, meet Valiant CEO Xavier Mitchell, and hear about the many emerging projects Valiant Eagle is working on.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada. Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technologies such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
I'm here now with Xavier Mitchell, the CEO of Valiant Eagle. Basketball is the third most popular sport in the world with over 2 billion fans. It's so popular today because of the international broadcast of the games. Basketball is broadcast everywhere, even on the internet. And the reason I'm standing here talking about basketball in front of the Staples Center here in LA is because I hear that Valiant Eagle is actually involved with an acquisition of the American Basketball Association in Canada, also known as ABA Canada. And I'd love it, Xavier, for you to start by sharing a little bit more about that with our viewers.
Well, we feel that bringing sports entertainment to Canada is important for a lot of factors. One, the players who haven't had the opportunity to play in the NBA or play professionally otherwise, we're a platform essentially for athletes that wouldn't otherwise have to be concerned about competing in the NBA. Our goal is to be able to pay players a decent wage, make sure they can support their families and not have to worry about the multi-million dollar contracts and be concerned with huge juggernauts like the NBA. We thought ABA Canada would be a great idea because now we're able to bring local entertainment to the small towns in Canada that wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to interact with basketball players. So it's fun for the community, the advertisers get a chance to interact with players, professional players, and also for us being able to provide a platform for the ABA teams to have their own channels is a viable opportunity for not only the players and the owners, but also the local advertisers as well.
Can you tell us more about the ABA teams themselves?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, because in fact what we also decided to do was launch 2 teams here in Los Angeles. We're launching the Beverly Hills Majestics and the Hollywood Action, again, because those areas don't have an opportunity to realize local sports entertainment. So we figure it would be a smart idea to provide that there locally.
How big do you believe that the ABA can be?
If we take advantage of all the opportunities that exist, and with basketball being a burgeoning sport in Canada, I think it could be extremely successful.
Well, Valiant Eagle is really making its mark on professional basketball with ABA Canada. So where can people go to learn more?
Simple. abacanada.com.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada, Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technologies such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
Thank you for taking the time to sit with me today. I'd love to start by learning a little bit more about your background.
Well, I grew up in what's called a bedroom community in the Inland Empire. It's about an hour east outside of Los Angeles. I grew up with a bevy of brothers and sisters, and we had one television in the household. So essentially, if you wanted to watch television or watch your show, you'd have to wait a week to watch the show that you wanted to watch. So from there, I decided to go into entertainment because I knew that if I wanted to watch my own shows, I had to make my own shows. I ended up studying liberal arts in college. I went to the military from there, where I learned the true value of team. And from there, shot music videos and directed television shows and got into writing and decided to just go into business on my own.
And is that business Valiant Eagle that you're talking about?
Indeed it is, Valiant Eagle.
So tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, Valiant Eagle is what I would call an entertainment media conglomerate. We're a multifaceted company that focuses on sports, entertainment, and media with an emphasis on film and television. We have a slew of television channels. We have a production entity that produces film and television, and we have other supporting arms to the organization that helps us thrive. We would be considered a disruptor in Hollywood. We're trying to eliminate the nepotism and focus on who it is that deserves the job as opposed to who you know. And that's a really big issue in Hollywood. So we're trying to really kind of disrupt that system.
So is that the problem that you'd say that Valiant Eagle is solving?
Well, that's one of the several. I think for us, we like to give content makers and producers the opportunity to come on board a company that's going to appreciate their work. Because typically what happens is you deal with a lot of people that work in the industry and that you find working on productions, and they're giving their life and their heart and sweat and their blood and sweat into productions, and they're losing their true identity because they have to feed their families. But with us, we like to take those people who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity, bring them on board our company, and figure out how we could, in a respectful way, exploit their talent and give them an opportunity to succeed. That's one.
Stay tuned, we'll be back in a minute when we continue this conversation with Valiant Eagle.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada, Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technologies such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
You're watching America's Next Investment, today featuring Valiant Eagle. I'm here now with Chris, who also works with Valiant Eagle, and I want to hear a little bit more about your role. If you could start with that, please, Chris.
Sure. I am the VP and Director of Production, and it's my job to make sure that each and every production that comes through the group as a whole progresses and does well in terms of its own little part and also in its contribution to the group as a whole. So yes, so we'll have a film that starts perhaps as a short film, and then we will market that and push it through our distribution, turn it around, make it bigger, and grow the rest of the company as it goes.
Valiant Eagle is a publicly traded corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment and television, the internet, and social media. To learn more about Valiant Eagle, visit valianteagle.net or call the number on the screen.
How big is the market opportunity for Valiant Eagle?
Well, as an example, the first quarter of 2021, Roku reported over 53 million active users. And that's just in the first quarter alone. And that's much, much higher than their projected rate. Now, if you take our 40 channels, which are all on Roku, and you multiply that by 53 million users, just that alone gives us a reach of over 2 billion people.
Okay, so let's talk a little about these different channels that you've got then and the subsidiaries that you're working with under Valiant Eagle. First of all, we went out and we had a little walk around the Staples Center and talked about the ABA Canada, the American Basketball Association in Canada. But I'd love to hear a little bit more about Opportunity Knocks TV network, for example.
OKTV started as a concept, like we discussed before, to give producers and content makers the opportunity to come on board and share their skills and their talent. We felt that there really wasn't opportunities or chances for content creators and producers and directors to get jobs in the marketplace. So we felt we wanted to provide a home and a platform for them to come on board a company that would appreciate their efforts and compensate them properly.
And what about Providence Film Group? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, Providence Film Group is our production arm. It's responsible for feeding our over 3 dozen channels. We also currently have a slate of about 20 film and television shows that are in various stages of production now.
And what about Xavier Media Group? I mean, you've named that after yourself. It must be about you, is it?
Well, Xavier Media Group is essentially an amalgamation of over 3 dozen micro-niche television channels that are both streaming and broadcast in various areas of the country. What we did was we devised a library, if you will, of micro-niche channels that's focused specifically on particular industries. So let's say, for example, one of our channels is Weed World TV. Well, it only caters to cannabis consumers. So it could be anything from a television show about a restaurant that uses cannabis in their recipes, or a Cheech and Chong movie. Let's say we have another one called Crypto Entertainment TV. Any and everything on that channel is cryptocurrency related. So we're giving consumers the opportunity to watch channels, and they can binge watch any and everything they want to watch and just get any and everything they want to watch at all time of the day.
We'll be back in a few minutes when we continue this conversation and learn more about Valiant Eagle.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada. Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technology such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
Valiant Eagle Inc. is a publicly traded corporation focused on the energizing of celebrity entertainment, social media, and TV communications. VE aims to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and with respect to the millennial generation, through technology. Joining me now is Dana and Desiree from the Marketing and Advertising Department. I'd love to start by hearing a little bit more about your roles within this department and what they do for Valiant Eagle.
Okay, so I am the head of the marketing department for Valiant Eagle, and my role is to oversee the team to make sure that they deliver for our advertising clients at the end of the day. I provide lots of subsidiary marketing for Providence Film Group, Franchise X, the NFTs.
And what about yourself?
I'm the head of the marketing operations department, so I'm responsible for demonstrating to our advertisers the value of the 32 broadcast and digital channels that we have by product placement and integration into production.
And people that actually want to be a part of it, they can. And they can get in at a low rate, which is awesome.
We feel very special that companies that didn't think they could ever advertise on television because they thought it was too expensive, they thought it was impossible. Well, with us, since we don't have to depend on other people for content, we have our own content, we have our own in-house marketing department, we can get these folks on the TV where they never thought they'd be able to.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely to talk to you both today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Valiant Eagle is a publicly traded corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment and television, the internet, and social media. To learn more about Valiant Eagle, visit valianteagle.net or call the number on the screen.
I hear that Valiant Eagle is also involved very much with gaming.
We have launched an endeavor to create our first street basketball video game that is extremely similar to NBA 2K, but the only twist to it is that it doesn't subscribe to the same rules as traditional basketball. So it's street basketball. We've created 150 characters, and we are going to allow them to play on over 24 playground basketball courts around the world: the Philippines, Canada, here in the United States, Japan, etc.
Amazing. And what about any other subsidiaries that you'd like to talk about?
We recently began the process to get accredited through ICANN, which is the governing body for domain registrars. The reason we did that is because we own over 200 websites, and we just felt that owning our own proprietary IP was important. So, for example, the Hurrah domains is going to be extremely similar to GoDaddy, whereby a person can come to us, they could purchase a web domain, get their website made, hosting, etc. But we just felt it'd be responsible for us to just house all of our own IP and own all of our own IP under one roof.
And what about the latest hot commodity, NFTs? I hear that Valiant Eagle is involved with those.
NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's a huge phenomenon that's going on right now. Anytime you go onto your Yahoo page, you're going to see someone selling an NFT for 6 figures or sometimes even 7 figures. Let's say, for example, Jack Dorsey of Twitter, he sold his first NFT for an amazing amount of money. What we're doing is we created our own NFT marketplace called Fungi, Fungy. And that marketplace is going to cater to various NFT artists that want to place their NFTs on our marketplace. As an example, we recently acquired several high-profile film titles, one of which is Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, which happened to be Bruce Lee's first movie. With that IP alone, we're able to take that title and create multiple NFTs that will generate a interesting amount of revenue for our company. But what's most important is that now we're able to go out into the marketplace and allow NFT artists to come to our marketplace for much more competitive rates than what our competitors are offering.
Don't go away, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada. Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technologies such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
I'm here now with Michael, who works with Valiant Eagle. Can you tell us a bit about your role?
Yeah, well, since the world is more and more digital now than ever before, we're leveraging the connective power of the internet to basically make the world a smaller place and to deliver original content, TV, music, movies, all that stuff to more and more people all around the world. So all of the subsidiaries under Valiant Eagle all have different sort of technical needs in different aspects, one way or another. And so using teams or building proprietary software or whatever those needs may be for each individual company, but basically trying to unite them together and have focus on common goals and kind of networking of all of these different companies together.
Thank you very much. I'd love to ask a bit more about Providence Studios. You mentioned Providence Film Group before, but is that something different?
Providence Studios essentially is a three-part entity. So the first part of it is an 11-story building. The first 5 or 6 floors are all commercial. For example, you have conference rooms, classrooms, you have a restaurant, you have a clinic. The upper levels are all residential with an amazing balcony, top-level pool, bar, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why we did that is because when people come into town from other areas to film, we want their families to come along as well. So that way they can keep their families together, the kids can homeschool, go to school, and the families can stay together. The second part of the studio is a micro arena. So imagine Staples Center, if you will, but scaled down to a 2,000, 3,000 seat arena where you have all the features and functionality of a major arena, scaled down to where small promoters and producers can afford to rent the facility, and it's not only used for sports. You can use it for conferences and seminars and for alternative sporting events. And the third aspect of the studio are the sound stages, which is where the magic happens. That's where people come, they film, but we wanted to put a twist on the sound stages by providing a lot of recreation for the talent when they're not filming. So some of the sound stages are 2 levels where the talent during breaks, during shoots, they can go upstairs and they can play in the arcade. There's a bowling alley, there's restaurants or what have you. But we just wanted to create a self-sustaining, all-inclusive environment where talent comes into town and they film and everything's all right there. And you might ask, where's the funding gonna come from? What's interesting is that we've stumbled upon an opportunity with a program called the EB5. It's a visa program that allows foreign investors to invest in American projects. If you invest either $900,000 or $1.8 million in an American project, essentially what happens is you can come over, you can bring your family over, as long as that one investment provides 10 US-based jobs. Once that project is done, then we sign off on it, and that investor is allowed to stay here and have permanent residency.
Well, that's fantastic. Not only are you creating more jobs, but you're creating opportunities for new industry and new projects as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Our EB5 Regional Center, in fact, provided our feasibility study, and it stated that we're going to provide several hundred jobs just between our studio build and our film projects alone.
Well, I think there's certainly a lot of unemployed people over this last couple of years here in the US, so that's a fantastic opportunity that you're presenting there for the people. I'd love to hear a little bit more about the scalability of Valiant Eagle.
It's interesting because our philosophy is we should invest time to create assets with the goal to provide large dividends to our shareholders. And what we're talking about by assets, we're talking about digital assets. That's why we've developed an IT team, a development team, and a tech team. Not to mention, we've put a huge focus on our digital asset management. And going further, we have other initiatives with our OTT software platforms that we're going to be white labeling. And we also have our NFT marketplace. So as a result of, see with us, as we scale well because our costs decrease as our profits increase. So typically, if your profits are rising and your costs are going up, you're not scaling well. So that's one of the reasons why we scale well. Hence, with our NFT marketplace, that's a one-time cost that we're assuming. It's quite expensive to build a marketplace, but as that company grows and our revenues increase, our costs decrease.
And I know when you mentioned team there, that team is very important to you from what you said at the top of this interview. So I'd love to hear what your overall goal for Valiant Eagle is with all of these people on board.
Well, we'd like to be a self-sustaining ecosystem, if you will. We like for our team members to come on board, and let's say, for example, an intern starts with our company as a PA. 2 or 3 years, we never know. That PA could be a multi-award-winning, Emmy-nominated winning producer because they came on board and they believed in our vision. And that's really important for us to provide a clear direction, to create a culture where companies and also employees and team members could say, okay, this is different and we'd like to be aboard this ship.
Valiant Eagle is a multifaceted media corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment in broadcast television, the internet, and social media. Through Valiant Eagle subsidiaries, Xavier Media Group, Franchise X Entertainment, Providence Film Group, which recently acquired 12 movies including Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, OKTV, and American Basketball Association Canada. Valiant Eagle will continue to push the boundaries of multimedia. Valiant Eagle's objective is to achieve an unparalleled advancement towards media through music, sports, and, with respect to the millennial generation, through technologies such as video game development and NFTs. Valiant Eagle aims to achieve strategically competitive media advances through the ready provision of unique top-shelf content, highlighting music, sports, entertainment, and technology. As a public company, Valiant Eagle strives to bring value to its shareholders.
You're doing so much already with Valiant Eagle, but what's next?
Well, 2 significant things. One, ultimately, we'd like to take a majority of our television channels to broadcast and also cable. And secondly, with the anticipated success of our video game, we should be able to buy back about 75% of our issued and outstanding shares if the pricing stays at or below where it is now.
Everybody watching, I'm sure, has had their mind blown with everything that you've got going on. But if they do want to find out more information, how can they go about doing that?
Oh, easy. Just go to www.valianteagle.net.
Nice and simple. Wonderful. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Not often do you see a company with so much promise and potential for more. We covered a lot today with Valiant Eagle. However, if you want to learn more about Xavier Mitchell and the company, then just go to valianteagle.net or call the number on the screen. My name's Louise Houghton, and I'll see you next time on America's Next Investment.
Valiant Eagle is a publicly traded corporation focused on the energizing of entertainment and television, the internet, and social media. To learn more about Valiant Eagle, visit valianteagle.net or call the number on the screen.